The first thing we should notice is that the legs are different. Firstly, the size of the lower leg is different. Here is a little dimple, and over here it protrudes. We learned from our model that she broke her knee here, and we definitely need to work with this. This is a difference in the length of the legs as well, and this explains the misalignment of the pelvis. You should definitely look there too. In addition, we also have nascent cellulite, and when we grab our model by this place, it hurts. This suggests that the skin has grown and the blood circulation and lymph movement are disrupted. Thus, by simply separating the skin in the right way from the fascia and muscles, we can improve blood circulation and thus remove soreness from the skin, remove cellulite, and reduce volume. Because this is all grown together and retains fluid and does not allow the body to function normally. The side surface is great, and you see here we have the upper thigh. The upper thigh area is a painful area. Here, of course, we can certainly say that we have pain in the gluteal muscles and there are health problems here. It is these problems that are causing this. Until you treat the large gluteal muscles, you will not be able to create relief for your patient on the side of the thigh. So we've looked at the signs. Now let's see how to work with the legs. Remember, this is a demonstration session, that we have a young, healthy person and many things that would need to be done for other patients we won't be addressing now. First, we take a good amount of oil and apply it evenly on the thigh. In the process of applying the oil, we can feel out the problem areas. So we're feeling some problems here and we want to address them, right? Of course, if it were not a demonstration session, it would be important to work with the inguinal lymph nodes. But since this is just a demonstration session, we'll skip that part and immediately start working with the inner surface of the thigh. This area is generally painless, but it's also very sensitive. The patient can feel that they are being massaged, but at the same time, it is not very painful. It's very important that the massage is comfortable for the patient. We work with the rectus femoris muscle. Note here that there are trigger points. It is quite possible that there was some kind of old injury here, so it is very important to work with it so that we can improve the condition of their health into the future. And you see how the body reacts quickly, showing redness here? The vessels are expanding, so it would be worth returning here in the future. And now we work with the outer surface. This is also a very interesting thing. We have cellulite developing. So far, it is at the second stage, but not far from the third stage, when it will be visible to the naked eye without shifting the skin. Now, when we shift it and it shows clearly, this indicates that it has begun a phase of deformation of adipose tissue. In time, it can become even more visible. The work we are doing will allow us to reduce the volume due to the outflow of fluid. I separate the iliotibial tract from the structures to which it is attached, which will help to reduce the volume of the thigh. Right now, I'm working with the upper thigh area. It is this kind of work that will allow us to reduce the volume on the side of the thigh by reducing the upper thigh area. At first, everything is quite sensitive, but as we work, the pain will gradually decrease. We've now worked with the inner surface of the thigh. After that, we worked with the front surface of the thigh. Now we have worked with the outer surface of the thigh. In order to work with the entire thigh, we turn our client over on their stomach. Here, we also have something interesting, where an additional fold is formed under the buttock. There is the main fold, and here we have a separate bun growing under the buttock. The fact that it hurts here suggests that this area needs attention. We can work with the back surface, and it is very important for us to work with the space under the buttock. Remember that we have a direction of lymph flow in relation to the inguinal nodes. And there is a direction of lymph flow in the other direction. In addition, pay attention to the compressed gluteal muscles. This suggests that we have inflammation here. It is very important to work out the sacrum and pelvis area before you start working with the volume of the legs. As long as the gluteal muscles are inflamed and are in excess, this will lead to disruption in the circulation of lymph in the pelvic region. In addition, the condition of the tone of the gluteal muscles leads to tension in the iliotibial tract, and thus forms an excess volume for us in the upper thigh area. So, in order to work with this particular patient, she needs to put her head on the side. Inhale and exhale again slowly, and it became less painful. And today's session ends with working with the upper thigh area in the back. Remember that this is a very wide tendon. It is the problems with the gluteus maximus and with the muscles straining the wide fascia of the thigh that leads to shifting and inflammation in this wide tendon. It is in those places where it has grown that there is an accumulation of subcutaneous fat, proliferation, and an increase in the volume of fat cells. It is very important to work with this structure, but we remember that this work is only part of the process because it is important to work with the buttock as well. In addition, it is important to work with the inner surface of the front and work with the inner surface in the back. Separately, it is worth mentioning working in the space between the hamstrings as well. It is my patient who has the expanse to work because the space between the hamstrings has grown together and I can feel it, and it is very painful. This can cause deterioration of appearance, premature aging, and deterioration of well-being in general. It is very important to see these points and see them in perspective for the future. And how do your hamstrings affect your life? Hamstrings are the structures that are located on the back of the thigh. If it hurts here, this is due to the fact that the muscles have fused together. Relatively speaking, there are paths through which the liquid is discharged. Due to the fact that there is a place of spasm and fusion, the fluid will not pass normally, and accordingly, cellulite will grow here on the back surface, and this will lead to an increase in volume. If our model went to the gym now, would she be able to reduce the volume? Our model could reduce the volume, but in her case, working in the gym will only lead to temporary results. That is, she will have to visit the gym continuously. The work that we are showing you, this work will reduce the work needed in the gym because a huge part of what happens to her is associated with long-standing injuries and with inflammation. And as long as she is engaged in the gym, the body will cope with these injuries and inflammation. But as soon as you quit exercising, it starts to deteriorate dramatically. It is possible to improve a person's health so that they don't need to spend endless hours per week in the gym. It's easy to treat people. It's easy to look good. It's easy to massage. It's easy to make a career out of it, and it's satisfying to bring people relief and improve their health. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and loved ones who may be interested in what we do here. My name is Stanislav Chernonog, and until next time, take care.